Hello students, in the last video we were discussing different forms of energy from your book. So we had already discussed about solar, heat, light, chemical, hydro, electrical energy, and then it was nuclear energy which we were discussing. So about nuclear energy, I just want to remind you that Einstein, the great physicist and scientist, he gave an equation E is equals to mc square, according to which whenever some mass is lost, it can be converted into energy. By this formula we can calculate. So in nuclear energy we have two kinds of reaction where a large amount of energy is evolved by the loss in mass. During the process is called fission or fusion. So I just want to give an idea of fission and fusion. Fission means breaking up of bigger molecules into smaller molecules, bigger nuclei rather, not molecules. Bigger nuclei, they split into the smaller ones, and a small mass is lost in this process. That mass is converted into energy, which is called atomic energy or nuclear energy. Similarly, in fusion process, smaller nuclei, they fuse together, they combine together to form a bigger nucleus, and in this process again a large amount of energy is evolved. So in both the processes, the energy involved is called, or energy given out is called, nuclear energy. And examples of such reactions are fission is taking place in nuclear power plants where its constructive use is done, that is the fission of uranium like atoms, and fusion is taking place in nature in the stellar energy. Stellar means the energy of stars or sun, where small nuclei like hydrogen they are fusing together to form bigger nucleus like helium. The next is geothermal energy. So students, the geothermal energy is the energy released within the earth's core or near the earth's core, deep inside the earth, where nuclear disintegrations are taking place by themselves, and result is that the large amount of heat is generated. Now that heat sometimes it comes out of the earth's surface. So wherever it comes out, it can be in the form of 3 or 4 forms. Like it can be in the form of hot water springs. If that heat which is coming from deep inside earth comes in contact of underground water, that water gets heated up, and we call that hot water springs, just like in Manikaran Sahib. And other one is volcanic eruption. Sometimes it comes out with lot of inner materials, and that is in the form of lava, right? So sometimes the heat which is inside the earth, underground heat, it can be traced out by geologists. They can trace out the hot spots under the earth, and they can drill wells to take out that heat. Now how can they take out? They allow water to run down in those wells, and that steam which is generated under the earth, it can be taken out, and that natural steam can be used to run turbines to produce electricity. Next is the wind energy. That's a common form because it is not that much complicated as geothermal, and it is being used in the wind energy farms wherever the winds are blowing throughout the year. In those regions, giant windmills are installed to turn the turbines and for the production of electricity. Although the energy produced is very less, and there are very less number of such areas where wind energy is available. Then sound energy, all of us speak or so sound, magnetic and mechanical energy are common form of energies which you are already aware of. So read these paragraphs. Sound is produced whenever there is some vibration. Magnetic energy is energy possessed by the magnets, and mechanical energy is energy possessed by the state of rest or state of motion that we have studied right now. The last topic is conversion of one form of energy into other. Now the conversion of one form of energy into other can take place when we use an appliance or when something is being in the running state. So those examples are given here one by one, and a chart is made, just like in case of a motor, electrical motor. Electric energy is given and the motor changes that energy into mechanical. And in dynamo, dynamo means in the power plants where a turbine is used to produce electrical energy, right? So mechanical, there motion you give to the turbine and electrical energy is produced. इलेक्ट्रिक आयन में आप इलेक्ट्रिक एनर्जी देते हैं and heat energy is produced. In thermocouple, heat energy is used to produce electrical energy. Similarly, बच्चे, all the appliances have been given in the book, and I hope that you will get information from these paragraphs. Learn it and understand it. Any doubts you may ask me anytime. The last topic is degradation of energy. Degradation of energy means when useful energy changes into useless forms, like due to friction, some part of electrical energy goes waste in the form of heat energy, which is not desirable form. So that part of energy which is converted into undesirable form or non-useful form is called degraded energy, and the process of conversion of this kind is called dissipation of energy. So I hope the things are clear to you. So there are many examples from the daily life given in the book. Go through these examples, read it with interest, and you will come to know about all these. Questions of 2 marks or 1 mark can be asked by telling you about any appliance and asking you to write the energy conversions taking place. Thank you so much.